Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited Kitchen Rants. It's after midnight on Friday, the 23rd of January. Um, just finished a story called The Arrangement. It was based on an idea of what would happen if you're like a super spy and you're calling for first aid. And there's this firm that if you meet the price, they will send drop ships to get you. They will send gunships to get you. They will send guys in heavy armor to get you, and they will shoot up anybody in the vicinity who even breathes at you wrong as they patch you up. They will do surgery on the spot. Once they take a foothold, they don't budge until they're good and ready to leave. And if you keep giving them grief, they will call in more ships and more ships and more ships until everybody around is dead. They don't grab you and run away because something might happen. Someone might get lucky with it. That's with like a surface to air missile or an RPG. No, 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 no. Kill everything, then tend to the client. That's their philosophy. So I started messing with the cookbook to see what I would come up with. Like, is this a futuristic piece or something? I ended up with an alien, and then the story just changed. What would happen if you had a banished alien who ends up on Earth in Yemen on this road in the middle of nowhere? Sand all around. And there's this convoy of Mercedes SUVs, and it has a force field around it. The third vehicle is generating like a herd dome over the rest of it, like a herd of cattle. And as long as they stay close, the force field protects them from just about anything. But he's figured out a clever way around that, courtesy of the cookbook. And his job is to basically have these medics show up. Now, the medics, who are they? Well, aliens. And they come from an aquatic world where another aquatic race came along called, wow, you have lovely oceans. We're going to conquer you, take over your oceans, and you can be our slaves. Or you can run away. We don't much care. We just need your oceans. So they're driven off their world, those who weren't enslaved, and they found us, they found our oceans. Our oceans are blech, but they'll settle just the same. And their logic is, okay, we're going to set up a high-end rescue combat medic service, raise funds, and do other, side hustles, get money together, get breeding pens up, breed an army, go back and reclaim our homeworld. And this dude, he was a general from another world where he also helped with a coup, and the Empress banished him. And she basically watched his house collapse. Family retainers killed themselves from the shame of it. And oh, yes, he vowed to leave, but in his head, he also vowed revenge. So, what he's doing on Earth is plotting his revenge on a target he can never personally kill because he vowed never to leave the planet, to accept the terms of his banishment. That way, his surviving relatives are spared, the ones who didn't kill themselves. So, he needs money, he needs tech, he needs friends. And thus begins his little scheming. And he targets these combat medics because he sees something about them that he doesn't like. And that's what I'll tell you. So that's the story. It's an unheroic. It needs cleaning up, but I'm just not in the mood to write, so it's not my best work. I'm fried. I'm just kicked off book 23. Yes, the Antagonist Cookbook, Volume 5's out there. I'm working on book 24 with a vengeance. First stage to the betas. Tentative deadline. Probably have the whole enchilada looked at by end of February. And then next stage after that, one more beta, then the editor. And between each person, I'm going to read this whole book story by story at least 5 times. And so much for sleep. It's starting to hit me. And that's the plan. Anything else? Not really. Just that. It's nice not having a life. Keeps things simple, focused, if you will. But you got to read. You got to read the stories. You got to polish them. Maybe once a day, and then just do another one and another one. More stories you write, the more involved your polishing is, you can spread it around. But at the end of the day, you polish 5 stories every day, it adds up quickly. And I got to write a short story every week. I can clean it up later, but at least by writing them next year, when I do this again, it'll be easier. Uh, that's the logic. I don't know if I'll cram a novel in that mix, but I haven't even started it yet. But I mean, Unheroic has to get knocked down, then I have to set up Book of Schemes, I have to figure out cover art. There are different phases of this creation, this process where you have to have stuff locked up and in your head, and I gotta start doing that and planning my taxes. Fun, fun, fun. And touring. Uh, the first show on the website, the schedule, it's like a horror fest on the 7th of February. I should be able to make it. I will hold off on confirming that for sure until like that week, but I think I can make it. Fingers crossed. All right, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited Kitchen Rants. Please like and subscribe. You can find my website on ivillain.net. And my books are on Amazon and Kindle, including the latest, The Antagonist Cookbook, Volume 5. Please check it out. It's got some mean recipes, just like the other 4. All right, folks, take care.